Rolling.
Peace and blessings is real. Peace and blessings, man. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get into this word, we must acknowledge our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for bringing this word. You got the elder behind the camera, His son, myself. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters are truly, truly edified by this word. This is our backup channel. It's Milwaukee Yashala, the elect. Everybody know us from Yashala, Milwaukee, aka Yahweh Shai, Milwaukee, the truth, aka Milwaukee Yashala, the elect is what we're gonna load this video on. So our regular followers probably ain't gonna see this video for about 2 weeks because again, we have been suspended due to quote unquote hate speech because we were talking about repentance. Meanwhile, there's a million videos currently out right now on repentance, but for some strange reason, the church.
How many subscribers? We got 250.
Not even that, you know. So it ain't.
Why our channel getting popped?
Because you gotta.
Who watching?
You gotta understand. I'm gonna answer the elder's question, and then we got a very, very interesting word we're gonna speak on today. But to answer the elder's question, we don't have a lot of followers, but it's apparent. Okay, not bold. I'm gonna humbly say this. Those who know what it really is, they know we them boys, bro.
Yeah.
And any opportunity that they can muzzle us, they going for it.
Check this out. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to just say a little riddle. Remember how in all these movies, these Batman movies, they had that character called the Riddler.
Con.
Now, I'm not going to say this is prophecy, but I've come to grips of this new understanding that I have, and there's conflicting absolutes coming from the left hand and the right hand side. So I have a spirit that's pulling me from the left hand side, telling me no. Esoteric and eccentric.
That's me. I'm sending you the channel.
Esoteric, anything eccentric when it deals with necromancy or it deals with divination.
Okay.
So necromancy, any forms of eccentric, esoteric, necromancy, and divination. Those are things that the Hebrew Israelites participate in.
Is that witchcraft?
Yes.
Okay.
All people participate in that behavior and then just pretend that they don't by mislabeling it. So when they say, "Oh, God spoke to me," well, that's necromancy, that divination. Want to know why? I'm gonna prove to you that that's divination. Why?
God. And that's beautiful, man, because that spell of witchcraft, bro.
Yeah.
It's the highest order of it I've ever seen, bro.
Now they say that divination is evil in Israel, but here, and we talk not just Israel, in Christianity, which is the base religion of the Negro community.
God.
The Negro community's base religion is goofy ass Christianity.
It's definitely goofy.
And they into divination more than anybody else, but if you bring up divination, they say it's wicked. It's ridiculous. This is divination. This is the definition from Oxford. The practice of seeking knowledge of the future or unknown through supernatural means. That's prophecy. You in the divination, dog. So if I bring up divination to Tahar or Tyreek, they're going to freak out.
Right.
But we talking about some of the world's most skilled and knowledgeable etymologists. But they like with playing, you know, they have selective memory or selective righteousness.
God.
Why? Because if you understand the word airplane, you know that the suffix word to that the last word plane in that word means that it have to be flat.
Right.
If we're going through the air and we not going flat, we're not going to call it planing. We're going to call it, is a tire called a plane? Hey man, you put some planes on your shit?
Right.
No, they call it tires. Why?
Right.
Because they named that for some other reason that it's supposed to be conducive to a spin.
Thanks.
So you would name an airplane an air rotator, an air rotator. Why? Because once it goes into the air, it's not planing, it's rotating.
Thanks.
Circularly. But it's planing. So that is the definition of divination from Oxford. So can we agree that Christians and every Israelite camp that you've ever come in contact with is into the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or unknown by supernatural means?
Yeah, that's facts, bro.
Who claim to do that more than anybody else? The people who are against divination, GMS.
Yeah, yeah.
So y'all hardcore divination and then divination wicked.
Which one is it? It's got to be one.
It's got to be one or the other. Y'all hardcore research in the cell phone, but don't understand the cell phone is a watered down version of the sun.
All day. Break that down to them, I don't
Okay.
think they don't understand what you
On
mean.
Judgment Day. Matter of fact, Rick Ross has a lyric that pertains to this specific notion that we're talking about, right? He said, I'm going straight to hell after balling is a sin. You think he talking about making money? No. He talking about if staring at the sun is wrong, I'm fucked. I'm going to hell. I ain't finna stop. Right. And I done stared at it way too much. So if it's like the Christianity, because you know the thieves in Revelation scriptures told Christians that if you stare at the sun, you evil, and you're gonna go blind.
Facts. Yeah.
Well, I can't say that I'm not evil, but guess what? I ain't went blind.
You haven't went blind, not yet.
Not yet.
Not as of right now.
Not as of right now. My haircut's really, nigga, they like, bro, this is how my haircut is. This is how my haircut is. This is how it is.
It's
This how it is. This my haircut is. Ain't it done? Ain't that how my haircuts look?
Hey, I'm gonna use the words of the great Pope. Ain't it mine?
Ain't it, man? hey, my son down. I be cutting my son hair. Yeah. I cut both of their hair.
Yeah.
Now, before I started sun gazing, or after, were my haircuts better before or after?
After, bro.
Now sitting up in church line. See, you gonna sit up in church and tell a damn lie. You going to hell. Sitting up in church line. You know damn well if a nigga sun gaze, he done fucked his eyes up and he gonna start fucking these niggas' heads up.
That's what I thought before you gave me the revelation.
Why do you think the Lord why do you think he made me a barber? So I can prove that you don't go blind when you do it.
Facts.
I can prove it.
Facts.
Why do you think Donald Trump said, we just love the barbers. Right, I bet you do. Because it's going to be a barber to figure out, hold on. Matter of fact, the Lord was so glorious in his expose. He said, Joy, you got glaucoma. But you had that before you started sun gazing. Your fool ass wouldn't have never knew had you stopped not started sun gazing. Right now, my eyes be dying. Right now. Right. And I'll be down here just like him. And him with no glasses on. Yeah, man. Because you don't feel nothing. You don't feel glaucoma. You don't feel glaucoma.
Right.
Yeah, man. Ha ha. And then my shit fucked up. So my eyes was fucked up. Thanks. My eye pressure was in the 30s on both eyes.
Damn, that shit.
Guess what it's supposed to be?
120?
Less than 12.
Whoa.
Anything over 12, you a suspect for glaucoma. Mine was a consistent 32 in the left eye and 31 in the right. My shit was on fire. Dog, they was looking at me like, shit, dog. You 47? And I'm sitting there like, huh? They like, listen, man. Them numbers right there and your age.
They don't go together.
That don't go together.
Oh, shit.
And I'm looking like, I was
So
depressed
you
as
too
fuck.
young for that.
I'm too young for this. But guess what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just an ass whooping. I knew it was coming.
Right.
But we talk about it all the time.
Right.
I'm like, damn, I'm in the middle of the ass whooping. When you in the middle of the ass whooping, you be like this. I can take it. This is how you be in spell. I can take it. You be like, what the fuck is happening? When you be in the middle of that ass whooping, your brain, have you ever been real sick and been laying in the bed like, am I dying? And your brain go to this weird thought process to where you just like, okay, and you can't think or something. That's how that shit had me.
Right.
Bro, everything went wrong that day. But I sun gazed all the way to my diagnosis. And I sun gazed all the way from the diagnosis.
Right.
So I just put $800 into my truck. And I'm driving it to get my diagnosis right across the street from the last time I saw my father.
Right.
And I'm looking at
23 building.
Right. And I'm looking at them I'm like, man, on the way there, I'm like, I'm already knowing this shit finna go bad.
Right.
Dog, my water pump bust in the parking lot. I said, yeah. That was the Lord telling me, today is your day, partner.
Right.
So you just dropped 800? Yeah, okay. Well, you got glaucoma too.
Right.
And shit, you clean this mess up.
And not only that, you still gonna have to replace this water.
Right, you still gotta replace this water. I came out that motherfucker with glaucoma and a busted motherfucking water pump, sun gazing down the damn street.
Oh,
sad as a motherfucker. Right. I'm like, my life over. I ain't gonna be able to cut hair no more. But guess what was established? Right. It didn't come from sun gazing. Now check this out. My doctor, I'm real cold at making people. So say the U.S. government didn't want eye doctors to particularly know certain things, but they were told to do certain battery of tests that maybe they don't even know what the test is for. They've been lied to. So so I go into the doctor's office with the total understanding that you have to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. There's grape drinking here.
Already. Yeah.
That grape drinking there.
Yeah.
You don't know what they can tell you. I might not even have glaucoma.
Right.
Right? In the Bible it say, who is this motherfucker?
Hey dog, he's the father of lies.
This motherfucker can tell me I got glaucoma, give me some fake medication to kill my eyes to stop me.
Yep, send you off, bro.
But see, the Lord gonna have his way.
All right.
So that's what we trust. We trust that the Lord is working and not him. And my basis for the Lord working is I had glaucoma before I started sun gazing. So my eyes were dying slowly. And then when I started sun gazing, I ended up having an injury that had nothing to do with sun gazing. It might have did. We just don't know. They not going to tell me if it did. I have little conspiracy theories about why my left eye just exploded that day. Right. For no reason. Maybe that motherfucker was breaking free and had too much rust on it from so many years of being still. I don't know. But she said it was going to leave a scar. But the scar is completely gone. Right. Can you see it? Is it still there?
Nope.
Remember where it was?
I remember it was, it was a scar.
She said, oh, that's going to leave a scar. But the scar gone. But she said it's as if the scar is going to be permanent.
Yeah, it could have been permanent, but the Lord
didn't want it to be.
Right.
She told me that I was going to lose vision in my left eye had that thing been over a little bit further. Yeah. But I didn't. And I ended up losing 0.0% of my lower central vision, 0.007% of my lower central vision on my right eye, which is unnoticeable. It's unnoticeable. So the doctor was like, whew. We don't have to worry about that. We caught it right as it started to act like it wanted to affect your vision. So my right eye lost it. It's a little bit weaker than my left eye, but no big deal. From glaucoma. But I have no vision loss other than that small 0.7 in the lower region of my right vision field. But trust me, I can tell when I close my eye and look at a straight line, it'll be like a little wobble in the line. But other than that, it's not my shit crisp. I can see everything just like the right eye, but it's just a little bit worse. So that is actually from glaucoma, but they stopped it when they put me on the right. Or so they claim. Yeah. But my point is, the devil is a liar. So he ran the complete battery of tests on my eyes to see if there had been any sort of environmental damage.
Okay, break that down for
environmental damage would be chemical exposure, too much light, something that would make the eye so too
Alter
much light.
it, yeah.
Right. Why my shit came back negative for damage from any outside environmental. So the sun, chemicals, all that sun gazing, no damage.
Hey, your dad was burning his eyes to death with the sun, and guess what? Didn't do no harm.
Matter of fact, if it had done harm, when you go to the ophthalmologist, not the ophthalmologist, the ophthalmologist is the higher rank, the ultimate in eye care.
Got it.
The optometrist is just the drunk cousin who at the door and be like, hey, he here.
Right.
Oh, you can't get your eyes looked at? Yeah, he here. That's the ophthalmologist.
Right.
The ophthalmologist look at your shit and be like, hey, man, I got to send you the cuz. But there's a key. There's a key in ophthalmology. And that key is, if I put you on this machine and I can't, with a prescription, bring your vision back to 2020, something fucked up.
Right. So that means there's nothing medically can be done for you.
Well, we got something fucked up. And
it's a major
fuck up going on.
Yeah.
No, mine came, I had 20/50. I got 20/50 vision like this. If I don't wear glasses, I don't think I'm blind. It's only after I put them on and take them off. But like, I can read my name on that
certificate.
Yeah. Can you read it?
From here, yeah, I can see it.
See me?
Yeah.
I can't see that from here without no glasses. I can see it, but I can't make out none of the words. It just look like.
Oh yeah, you can see that clearly.
I could just see some markings on the paper. No, for me to see it clearly, I do like this.
Your government, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see my. Yeah. But this is 20/50. This is 20/20. But even with 20/20, my wife can still see better than me.
Right. I'm 20/20.
Yeah, my wife can see better than me. I'll be like, babe, can you see that? I was like, yeah, I can see it. I'm like, I can't. These glasses supposed to give me 20/20. She's like, I'm like, well, I can't see that. But I'm cool. And the Lord wanted me to have these. I got 20/20 vision in 2020. Ain't that something?
Yep.
That's like an omen.
Omen.
Like an omen. So the way that the Lord, the eyes, I'm fascinated with the human eye. Nothing's possible without it.
You need it for everything, bro.
You need it for everything. You don't need your nose for everything. You don't need your ears for everything.
Ain't that crazy? How your vision is almost like the engine of your body.
Navigation system.
Yeah.
So it's your navigation system. So think about it. There will be no computer, no TV. If you blind, what the fuck you gonna do with the TV? Listen to it. That radio.
Right. Now, can you school the listeners, those that's
you Cuba Gooding Jr.
Right, that's watching this. The eye, right?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
And third eye, can you give them a differentiation of the power and ability?
Okay, this is the way that the Negroes through transatlantic slavery. The Bible is not about religion. You can't be saved. You have to. Your DNA is checked. The Bible has been flipped to religion. It is not religion. It's talking about computers. Okay? It's talking about computers, but computers that's more advanced than a handheld computer, like this computer. See? A computer, the Bible only speaks of. See, you niggas, or whoever, I don't want to call it congregation niggas, but black people see religion. They don't understand this is a book of computer science. Okay? Esoteric, eccentric, divination,
all day,
and necromancy,
all day,
talking to the dead,
all day.
When you raised up Lazarus and you say rise, ain't that necromancy?
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Hey, Ish, in a little bit, I'm gonna have you grab Galatians 2:4.
Let me get there. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but now we still where you at. Take your time. The elder is looking up something.
Necromancy. Now look, what is a necromancer in the Bible? According to one tradition, the necromancer was the wife of Zephaniah and the mother of Abner. See? Now watch this.
Yeah.
See how I say a wizard, a magician?
Yeah.
Now watch this.
Yeah.
You said Galatians 2 and 4.
2 and 4, yeah. Yeah, we're going to bring that
A
up.
prophet is a wizard too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to bring that up. I'm going to lead your dad into it.
Okay.
Then you can break it up. But right now, we on this divination, man.
Now, this is necromancy. Now, the biblical definition, I'm going to show you how Esau twist you niggas' mind. We just read the biblical, they say you a witch, you're a wizard, right? It say if you into necromancy, you're a wizard. Yeah. Now, that word wizard is going to scare off every Hebrew Israelite and every Christian. They're going to run, oh, you wicked. Right, check this out.
Right.
Necromancy, the supposed practice of communicating with the dead, especially in the order to predict the future. Who is John still alive?
No.
Is Peter still alive?
No.
Is Matthew still alive?
No.
When you read that, let's go again. The supposed practice of communicating with the dead. Who wrote this? Some dead men, right?
Yeah, everybody in that book did.
Right. In order to do what?
Predict.
What's predicting the future? Prophecy.
To speak before.
So, you niggas is into necromancy. It's just that when you read the spelling, you looking at the spelling definition instead of the actual practice. The actual practice is, these niggas dead. And you trying to read this book and draw spiritual information from them that's not written in this book to say, man, what's going to happen in the future? Give me some prophecy, a revelation. A revelation is necromancy. You're looking for someone that's not in the human flesh to give you an answer to something. Y'all slipping on y'all etymology in these words. See?
That was gangster, bro.
Right. It's like, bro, Yahweh Shai technically is alive, but he was in that grave. So when you say, I'm talking to God, you really on some necromancy shit.
Yeah. Damn, that one was deep, bro. You kind of went in with that, bro.
Bro, I know, bro, listen.
Whoa.
The whole, this is why. This book is not talking about wake up, go to church, and go like this to people. Praise God. And then shake hands and put that weird smile that they have. You know that Christian smile that people have? This smile, that where you come to praise God, praise Jesus. I can't even do it no more. Right. You have to practice that dumbass, fake ass, nigga ass smile. It's like pork mixed with donuts.
Or pork donuts.
Yeah, pork donuts. Put bacon on the donut, bacon bits on the donut. You know what I'm saying? You got lemon, what's that shit called? A lemon Bismarck. Yeah. With bacon bits on it.
Right. So let me ask you this, for the congregation's sake, because this is real heavy. This is, hey man, the elder, he kind of went above a lot of our pay grades.
What a unicorn serve thee?
You remember that?
It's talking about it's talking about, are you gonna use that pen that come out your eye and stick it through the bullseye in the sun? That's the unicorn.
Facts.
You got one in each eye. You can take it and go like this. This is exactly what it looked like. It come out your eye. Ishmael know. He's seen it. It come out your eye like this.
I remember he said it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it come out your eye like this. When you start squinting, this is what it looked like. Imagine this white though. This is what it do. You start looking at the sun, right? And then you go like this. You start squinting, it start going. You see it, right? So every time you squint, like you know how you be finna shoot a pool cue? Yeah. That's the squint. So every time you squint, it's like you cueing that bitch up like this. Then you can't miss the hole because they don't bend.
Right.
And it sticks straight through there like pow, like that. Like that. Sometimes it'd be a full circle of color with the purple on the inside, the red on the outside. You get it up there, you hurry up and stick it through there like that. Bow. Like that. Bow. But that's when you have tunnel vision. You can take the tunnel vision off and just do like this. Boom, 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 do it like this. Without having the tunnel vision. So you can just hit it. Boom, 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 boom. Without pulling up the bullseye. You know what I'm talking about, Ishmael? You can pull up the bullseye and hit it with the bullseye, or you can just hit it plain. Which means you don't have to have the bullseye up. You could just drive your fork through it. When the bullseye is up, you really kind of concentrate. But you could just do a straight strike, just bust, boom. You ain't got to see nothing except for the explosion. Because as soon as you strike it, it's going to be a big ass spark, like, and you're going to see your line go through there like, bow. Right. And you can just, and you open up the hole in your eye like thin slices like this. as you work your way through, and then you work it back the other way. And you try to make the cuts as thin as possible so the spokes and the stigmatism, you know, there's a stigma on black men. That's what it's talking about.
Okay.
That stigma. When that Black Panther down there, you know how when cat like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
So he's on that. He's doing that because when you do that, that's when it happens. You almost can't avoid it when you do that. You smile like a cat, and that's when it really. So if you go, that shit automatically happen. You see all the lights raise up. So that cat on that building is looking at the sun doing that. Like this, that squint. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The UWM Panther.
Oh yeah, the one we just saw on the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the logo.
So the reason I'm bringing this information out is because nobody talks. I've seen people talk about sun gazing, but they don't understand that there are video games available. Let me show you what the sun look like. I'm talking about, bro. This is exactly what the sun looks like. I'm talking about when you balling it.
Okay.
Where the fuck is my damn? Okay, I'm gonna show you what the sun like. I'm talking about it's identical when you balling it. That's how you know Bill Gates is demon.
Con. The elder is finna show you guys the exhibition.
This is exactly what the sun look like when you ball. It's the same color and everything. The green even be around it. It'd be a solid. Sometimes the circle changes color. So this is exactly what it looked like. See how it's shiny? And then that little green light in the middle, and then this green light on the outside. When you really hitting that mug, it looks exactly like that. I'm talking about exactly, bro. Wow. You can swap out the sun and put it in this hole, and it look exactly the same. You won't be able to tell the difference. It's like it's a certain way you look at it. And in this photo, it's even concave too. You know how this is concave? The sun is exactly. You can see the concaveness as you doing it, and it looks exactly like that. Like I said, you could swap it out. Wow. You could take that image that you see in your eye and put it there, and nobody will notice the difference between the one in your eye and that one. That's how much it looked like it when you really, really on that motherfucker dancing. It's like you get on and start doing like this. It's like this motion, and that brings up this. But it's not there in any other motion. It's video game moves. God. It's different moves to get different effects. If you want to make an X, you have to slightly lean your head back and kind of stare down, and then the X will form. You'll always be able to form the V at the top really easy, but to form an X is pretty complicated because you have to kind of relax and kind of
right.
And then it X's up, and then one light this way, one light that way. You split it out like a touchdown. God. Split it out like that. Close the top, open the top. You can clap it like this. You can bring them up like this. Drop them like this, like a Y. Like, So if I'm real hype and I'm riding through the city, my dance to the beats with all the lights is more of a clap than a poke because you got extra energy. So it's boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, and all the lights opening and closing, slapping, close, and that's like this.
That's beastie.
So this is what my face looks like when I'm performing that. So I'm behind the wheel of the car. I pull all the lights up in a pin like this. Split in two like this. So you got two pins like this. Boom.
God.
When I lean my head back, it goes like this. When I close my eyes, it slam closed like this. So I go, so my music on. So I say I'm bumping Michael Jackson, and I'll be like this. Boom, 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 boom. Look like I'm doing jumping jacks, but it's with the lights in my eyes. The shit is fucking amazing, and nobody do it, but it's possible. Through, how do we know? Albert Einstein, grape drink, who said E equals MC squared. Let's read that.
Facts. Come. I hope y'all getting a crash course of this demonstration that the elder is bringing to the table. Divination.
See, this is where they fucked up at, Ishmael. And listen very carefully to this. This is grape drink. Smartest motherfucker. Right?
Yeah. So they say.
His brain was stolen by his homeboy because he wanted to figure out, how you get so smart. Einstein's big idea, E equals MC squared. It's the world's most famous equation. But what does it really mean? This is what it really means. E equals MC squared is a nigga is a motorcycle. MC squared means a nigga's a motorcycle. I'm going to show you. Einstein's big E equals MC squared is the most famous equation. But what does it really mean? Here's what, and this equation works. Just like gaze, G-A-Y-S,
Okay.
with the rainbow, and G-A-Z-E. We talking about duality. So what as is above, so is below. That's that situation. And here's another situation of as is above, so is below. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. So if he do a mathematical equation, he can come up with technology from that. But if you do it with your eyes, then that means if this is true, that means that your eyes are performing something. Why? How do we know that our eyes are performing a phenomenon whether we're aware of it or not? Well, because E equals MC squared. What's the definition of E equals MC squared? The definition is energy equals mass times the speed of light. One, on the most basic level, the equation says that energy and mass are interchangeable. They are different forms of the same thing. So, if I'm looking at a light, right, and I do like this, boom, with my eye, and the light jumps, there was an exchange of energy between me and the light. My question then is, why, when I do my eye like that, that light jump? Because that's E equals MC squared. It's a transfer of energy just took place. That's all it means. It's a transfer of energy. How do you know a transfer of energy? Because you have action and reaction. Boom, I just did that. Boom. The light from that mirror just jumped up in a straight line into the ceiling. That's action, reaction. Now, because I saw that, there was an energy exchange, whether I felt it or not. It burnt calorie to have to do that. If I do this all day, as opposed to sitting still, I guarantee you I burn more calories by sitting there blinking my eye all day than if I just sit there and don't blink my eye. I probably burn an extra 10 calories, won't I? A day. Yeah. If I sit there and just blink my eye all day.
Probably more than that.
Probably more than that, exactly. So that means there's an energy exchange. Now let's talk about the light exchange in that. Because not only is it an energy exchange as far as the energy that you need to perform that and the calorie expenditure, we're also looking at the light factor. Meaning that light got bigger, right, Ishmael? The light gets bigger, a lot bigger. Dang. So if the light is this big, and you squint on it, and your motherfucking antenna stretch that motherfucker way up into the sky to where you can't even see the tip of that motherfucker no more. Damn. That's one hell of a light energy exchange. The caloric burn, who knows what that is, 0.25 millisecond, whatever. But we know that there's energy being exchanged because you have to Henry Winkler, right? See? To be a bronze Fonz, you got the Henry Winkler. Yeah, see how they did it? Ain't he great drink? Right. To be bronze Fonz, you got to know about Henry Winkler, baby. You don't know about Henry Winkler? Henry Winkler, his whole life, by the way, on Happy Days, and the record on Happy Days that's spinning around on the wheel, that's the presidential seal. Oh, and the reason that he puts the needle down on the record is because when you wake up as a prophet from sun gazing, that's what the hands of Yahweh Shai is doing, is putting a needle on a record and then holding up a triangle, bringing up the sun, and then you see the whole world burning in fire and brimstone. Yahweh Shai is like a DJ. The music that the music industry put out, a true prophet has to know the grimiest of that music. Why? Because when his brain decodes all of the electronic equipment that was made to make that music, he's going to find out that Grape Drink is at the helm of this shit, and he's encrypted it with numbers and witchcraft.
Come on. That's heavy, bro.
With the odds stacked against me, I can crack Da Vinci. Da Vinci Code is this. This is the book, and this is the location of the video Ape Shit, shot by Beyonce and Jay-Z. We can go into this forever, but this book is full of lies, sun-gazing lies.
Right.
That Louvre pyramid that's out front, you know why that's there? Because the Eiffel Tower, because your eye fell. France and the United States is the ones who really, really, really put the push to get you to stop doing that. And France dedicated their whole landscape and architectural design to your eye. That's why they made the song Niggas in Paris. This right here. See how everything I say makes sense? See? See? And Kanye tells you, if you're a sun gazer, he tell you what to do when you come to Paris. You go in the basement of the Louvre, where the big pyramid touches the small pyramid, where all the Louis Vuitton stores at, and all of that all those merchants are selling and getting rich off a line in the Louvre, because all that shit is about us. Even the Mona Lisa, you supposed to squint at all that shit. You supposed to ball at the mall. Ball at the mall in the Louvre. That's why he said I would have married Kate Ashley. He said, well, ball at the mall. Right. At the beginning of the video, what does it say? It says that if you have photosensitive epilepsy, don't watch this video. Why? Because light has a way of going into your eye, and your brain has a clock in it. And if too much sunlight hit that ticker, you'll go into a seizure. It's called photo seizure from too much light going in. And they warned about that when that video coming on. But that warning was basically to allow, no, you want to do that. You want that. Plus, Soul Plane, the movie Soul Plane. NWA, that airplane NWA, that's really niggas with attitude. They say Northwest Airlines, but it's not. Remember Jerry Heller and all them, they already did that. So when they came out with NWA, that's why dude name in Soul Plane is Nate something. It's NWA. Now what I'm gonna tell you what a Soul Plane is. This is Soul Plane.
That's sun, ain't it?
The Milwaukee flag, the Milwaukee City flag with that white sun, that's mocking us. That's mocking our camp. Yesterday was 414 day. That's 144, by the way. The Milwaukee sun flag is blue, white. The sun is actually white on there. And it has a blind going through it. Basically a Bert Bryce Soleil or a Louvre. See, a Louvre is nothing but a window blind. That word means window blind. That word also means Bryce Soleil, which means blind.
Absolutely.
So a blind is a Bryce Soleil, and a blind is a Louvre. That's it. They named a museum after this. The Milwaukee Art Museum is named after this too. The Twin Towers was named after it. The Marina City Bertram Goldberg Towers in downtown Chicago are named after him. So is the Sears Tower. All the tall buildings in the world. The Allen Bradley Clock Tower, which is now trumped by the clock tower in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, four-sided. All these things add up to the Bible is not a book of religion. It is a book of celestial war, the same way that the Wi-Fi signal reaches the phone and then it carnalizes itself. So the fight is in the signal of the E equals MC squared and the fairy chasm and in the chaos. The carnal world is the manifestation of the result of the fighting that's taking place in the spiritual world. Humans can participate in that fight through sun gazing. Why? Because our brains are computers, and computers are a combination of sunlight and binary code. Sunlight and binary code are tied in together only from one source, and that's the Negro brain box. That's why the Master Watt logo from Harry Sorf, which is great drink as well, was the afro with the niggas lock on there like that. Because we lock you out of that, you know. Think about it. The mockery, when the Bible talks about Esau being proud, when you know that he hang up lights on Christmas and don't even worry about you, that's pride. He tell you to come look at him.
Right.
You want to know why he tell you that? So when you ride through the neighborhood, he have his little Richter scale out. How many of you think gonna do it? And all them cars ride through the neighborhood with all them poor black kids in it, and not one time do the light jump like that on their thing. That means none of them doing it. They want you to put the lights in your house. So when you put the lights on your tree, they can see when them sun gazing kids wake up. Because them kids gonna start doing that shit to them Christmas trees. Because once you know that phenomenon exists, it's kind of such, bro, it's like, why go to the store and pay all the money on video game?
Right.
When all he did was steal it, and he stole the video game from the spirit world and put it in carnal form. Just like he stole the sun from the spiritual world. But the Lord allowed the sun to be seen, but it's from the spiritual world. It's an apparition from the spiritual world. But the Lord wants you to figure that out on your own through research. He tell you don't worry about it. It's just the sun. And then when you read in the Bible, the description of the sun is so nonchalant. It's like, don't worry about it.
Right.
It's a light by day.
Right.
Right. Because Jesus speaks in parables. And it's not meant for everybody to understand.
All day.
So everybody ain't going to understand. Oh, that what we supposed to do? Yeah, but you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. I'm pretty sure I done told everybody I know, I guarantee you they don't daily do it.
Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? For those that's watching, man, the elder just did a phenomenal demonstration of the divination and the sun gazing, the power. I've been procrastinating, but because I know the power of it just off of his conviction. So I know once I get on that, man, it's gonna be dangerous in a good way.
I just learned how to dribble down the court yesterday. The Lord ain't gonna tell you everything at once. It's for me, it's a faster process than you used to, and the secrets that he revealed, other people not gonna understand them, but that's okay, because that's what stacking riches up is in heaven. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these platforms are designed for if you to wake up, put that shit on there, so on Judgment Day, when this grape drinking his daddies try to accuse you, you're gonna be like, hey, did you know about this? Well, Joey knew. How he know? It was right in his face.
Right.
He looking. You weren't looking. What? Oh, no. And Esau gonna be over here and Satan gonna be over there laughing at you. Because you thought that this world was real, when the whole time we doing like this, there ain't no connection. But there is a connection. That means it's a connection between me and something that I don't know about too. Can I use it without money? Is the Wi-Fi, so how much money did the white man pay for the Wi-Fi signal to exist? Or did it exist before he dropped a dime or any research? Of course it did. How long? Because if it existed for a long time, that means your technology not new. Right. So if the Lord, say for instance, after he made human beings, that Wi-Fi signal to make this was already there. Esau, you're fucked, because that means your technology old.
Absolutely.
Human beings are human beings. I think it's safe to say that human beings are consistently going to always be considered past, present, and future technologies. You're not going to beat the human being in past, present, and future technology. Nothing is outgrowing the human brain as far as technology. But they got you thinking their technology is coming in the form of things outside of the spiritual binary code speaking between Israelites and their father, Yahweh. They steal that.
Damn, that's heavy, bro.
Thieves in Revelation scriptures keep on blinding these Christians. Tell them not to look at the sun. Tell them to go to church and fall in line and just be a debt slave and stack up as much material shit as you can. And then God loves you because you made it in life.
Right.
But your life's shorter than your death. It's on some Brewster's Millions shit.
Facts.
We playing Brewster's Millions.
Yeah.
It's like Esau, like, okay, you want to come for the bitches and the riches? Hiding the other shit in the back room. Like, man, if he go for that, he goofy, because you don't even know what's back there.
Right.
Look, he going. Got him. No. The Bible says stack up your riches in heaven. He's saying that for a reason.
Right.
Kobe died. He didn't get to spend his little $50 million. I mean, what he had, $1 billion?
Yeah, somewhere in there, 800 million.
No, that's crazy. $800 million. They didn't get to spend none of it. No, that's a crazy amount of money for a black man.
Hell yeah. Now listen, y'all, we got a treat as we get ready to close out. Is you got that Galatians 2 and 4 loaded up, right?
Yeah.
Before you bring it out, I'm gonna lead the elder in. I had counsel with the elder yesterday, and he sent me a text message. I was working. He sent me a text message. I thought it was quite interesting. So out of that text message, the elder said he received $5 million in his $5 million in his inbox right
Oh,
now.
no.
500, yeah,
million.
500 million.
Now, just for the record, because he don't want to say what it is. I was befriended by a white boy many years ago named James Alavisos. We gonna say your name.
Con.
And we kicked it and everything. He was pretty cool, a little snobby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we thought he was funny.
Right.
But we knew something was off about him, but we just didn't know what. Yeah. Come to find out, he's the heir of a $500 million fortune.
Absolutely.
He was the heir of a $500 million fortune then. So he hung around us for like 7 years before he told us how rich he was.
Right.
And he said he could never find friends and white people the fakest people on the planet. So when he saw us, he just saw how genuine he was and wanted to be down, but didn't want us to like him because he had money. That was his spiel. That's what he told us. But this was 7 years after the fact.
Right.
But fast forward to yesterday, this dude gonna inbox me. After I posted a video on Facebook, he gonna jump on there and basically shit on me.
Now look.
And I'm like, damn, dog. Like, you worth $500 million. What is you worth?
$1 billion now.
Right. What is you worth, Jamie? You worth $500 million.
Minimum.
I made $200 last week. What are you doing, man?
Now we're gonna get into that. You still got that.
Did you hear what I said, Ismail? I made $200 last week. And this motherfucker worth $500 million jumping on the damn comment and then shitting on me.
And we're gonna speak into that. As the elder expound, I'm leading his son into the scripture as we close it out. I just want to say it's a massive amount of spying and eavesdropping that's going on today, right? And for those who don't know, it's a lot of trying to gain information that's not willingly being
right.
shared. The elder does not share a lot of his information willingly.
Nope.
So what's happening is Grape Drink is accused of eavesdropping. Elvis is accused of eavesdropping. The government is accused of it, and they hire certain people to spy and eavesdrop. And I suspect your boy Jamie, I suspect that he one of them. Okay? And what happened is he got caught yesterday with his hands in the cookie jar.
Yep.
And what did he get caught doing? He got caught spying.
Yep.
Ish, if you can give us that Galatians 2 and 4, we're going to have your dad close this out, man.
In Galatians chapter 2, verse 4, and that because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Christ Yahushua, that they might bring us into bondage.
So what you have, very cunning individuals, very slick, like his ass.
I'm going to tell you something about that motherfucker.
Cunning individual who view very closely and plot against an individual, exercising treacherous examination. Because what he was doing, you have to really have a treacherous eye of examination to come, and he left.
Basically, he called me a homosexual. Basically.
What the hell he was on?
Again, see, when you think about what your dad said. I don't think the church heard.
He called me a nigger the first time.
Yep.
Now he called me I'm a homosexual.
Right.
Now. I'm a nigger homosexual.
How much you made last week? Or
200.
250.
Not 200.
$200. You worth at least what?
$500 million.
So you post a video.
That sound like a lie, don't it?
Right.
This nigga talking about a motherfucker texting him worth $500 million.
He not lying.
Ew.
He not lying. You tell me the name again.
James Alavisos. They own Allstate Liquor. When they say Allstate,
yeah,
that literal. Yeah. Allstate. What's that mean? That mean that we sold liquor with what's the motherfucker?
And don't forget,
Al Capone.
Yeah.
and don't forget, Jamie shit is Houston's.
Right. He has Houston's.
Yeah.
So his dad was like, look, I don't want you, you know what I'm saying, begging for money out the bank account.
So I'm gonna
So
just
put this fake business together and we'll give you $400,000 a year.
as a salary.
Jamie told me I don't never leave my house. I just had bitches come over and bang out the hoes and stay at the crib, me and my son. I divorced my wife, she's a punk bitch and all this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, Quantum Entanglement.
Yeah.
He live out there in Mequon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, Jamie, your daddy just gave you a free house? A big ass mansion, huh? Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. But me, I'm a po ass nigga. You already know that. So why are you so mad and call me all these, like you said, and I quote, yeah, I shouldn't talk shit. I shouldn't. Because you can catch me. You can catch up to me. But as amazing as you are, you still a guy on roller skates.
Right. Use a mob.
I'm a fag now?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, dog. Where I come from, this well respected. See, you punk ass white boys think y'all know black culture when you don't.
Facts.
In black culture, roller skating is very respected amongst killers and gangsters.
Yeah.
But I know in white culture, in straight white boy culture, y'all look at skating as homosexual.
Yeah.
I know that. So see, you was wrong. See, you ain't black. You ain't no Israelite. You don't know what it is. You honestly think I'm gonna be roller skating around in front of motherfuckers if it had any type of homosexual connotation to it?
No, he got it fucked up, don't he?
He know that, but he being that smug douchebag motherfucker because you saw y'all busting that shit.
Right. That's what I'm trying. That's the whole point. He got caught spying on you. Where he messed up at. He shouldn't have left a comment.
No, you shouldn't have left a
already
comment.
seen the video.
Dog, listen. What it was dog seeing that nigga that you can't duplicate.
Hey, he seen that.
Bro, you listen. I watch Instagram all the time.
Hey, Ish, look, your dad was like this yesterday on the skates.
I watch Instagram all the time. And guess what you never gonna see? A white boy that can jazz like a nigga. There's only one white boy I seen on some skates that can come close, and that's his name, the Vanilla Gorilla.
Yep.
And he skate here at Butler.
You
and all
me,
he is was a psyop and shit
you
through the
showed me
spirit.
him last summer.
And I can fuck dude up now.
Right. I remember you showed me.
No, I can't, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm getting better. You know what I'm saying? So he saw that nigga, and it wasn't the skating. It was white boys can't skate like that.
Right.
So and it was that that's that nigger shit that he doing to me.
And then not only that, when we'll put the stankery on it, you a nigga he feels the bleed that he knows and have access to, so it's even more insulting.
Right. Right.
Cause he know.
He like this motherfucker cold.
Yeah.
He admitted I was cold, and he's like, I'm gonna talk shit anyway. You a dude on skates, so that's gay.
Right.
No, that's gay in white culture. I'm totally aware of that.
Basically,
but in black culture, if I was to go to my killing ass homeboys right now, sitting outside on the block getting high, I could walk right up to them. None of them have ever done anything gay, and I could walk right up to them and say, "Hey, dog, check this out," and I'll be putting the skates on. And guess what they gonna be laughing at? Nigga, you finna bust your shit. When I get done slicing, every last one of them gangsters gonna be pulling this gun out, putting that motherfucker up, and being like, man, dog, so where you get them skates at, bro? Like, you gotta order them offline, dog. I gotta get back into that shit, bro. Yeah. Like, damn, dog, you bust that shit. My nigga bust that shit, bro. You see that shit? Yeah. Bro, we finna get some skates, bro. We finna be out here practicing. This nigga done ran off on us. Yeah. Like, bro, in black culture, the gangsters want to skate. Floyd skate.
Right.
But see, James don't know.
Cam Newton.
But see, you can't use him.
Dog.
Can't use him.
Yeah, I forgot.
He making the stereotype true.
Jamie,
look, Jamie can take Cam Newton and catch that ball, be like, fuck you, Jamie. You said skating, fuck you, man.
Nah, he's sweet,
dog. He's sweet as a bitch on the skates.
Yeah, dog.
Everybody was like, this nigga looking zesty on these skates, man.
Yeah, man, he out there.
Usher can't fuck with me. He
can't see you.
What
about Jermaine Dupri?
Can't none of them fuck with me.
What about Gorilla? What's his name? Ish? Gorilla Vanilla Gorilla?
I'm a lie and say he can't fuck with me.
Yeah, I heard what the elder said. He said he gonna lie and say he can't fucking his.
No, he can't fuck with me. Yeah, he's an Edomite, dog. Fuck that. When you see a white boy slice, you gonna be like,
you showed me, dog. Yeah, he nice, bro. He nice. White chocolate looking at him.
right, you gonna be like, he's an Israelite ock.
Yeah.
He's gotta be an Israelite ock. Hey, when a white boy cut you, he an Israelite.
Right.
He do like he an Israelite. A
Right.
white boy be a straight up Edomite, dog, do a backflip and flip off the wall. That's an Israelite, fam. Because you don't want to give an Edomite no props and shit. Doing something cold.
Every once in a while,
Elvis Cole, man. You just gotta say, look, man, that's a cold ass Edomite. No, it's Jake.
Yeah, he's Jake.
Nah, bro, that's Esau, man. He can dunk pretty decent, though.
Hey, it's some Jake in there somewhere down the blood.
Nah, bro, that's Esau, bro. Esau can get up there sometime. Just accept it.
Remember they said Woody Harrelson. He was Jake because he's a
Right. Every white boy do something amazing, Jake. Because the nigga don't want to admit it. Edomite can do something amazing.
I don't give a fuck what niggas talking about. Dude, the white boy that won the dunk contest, that was all Edomite.
Right, and they did that on purpose. They slid dog in there like,
yeah.
yeah, nigga, we found us one. We got us one too.
Yeah.
He like, Yao Ming. The Asian's like, we got us one too. Ass motherfuckers. Dirk Diggler.
Yeah.
We got us one too.
Right.
Ass
Hey,
motherfuckers.
this was the white boy in the dunk contest, dog. This what he went to the judges and said.
Yeah.
Just tell me what y'all want me to do.
Put right here.
Tell me what dunk y'all
What want me to do, and then I will put it on there. Cause that's exactly what that was. That hit 10-day contract to be in a dunk contract. You Edomites be butthurt, dog. That was some butthurt shit.
Yeah.
That's like going to the restaurant with a hooker and making it seem like it's your new girl, cause your ex-wife there with her new nigga.
Right.
So you show up with a prostitute.
Trying to pass it
Yeah,
off.
like yeah. Look at her though.
Yeah.
Look at her though.
Yeah.
And shit
Nah.
fake as a mother. This nigga ain't in the NBA. You done went and found the one white boy in the world with a 13-inch dick and like, see, like the first, like a nigga with blonde hair and blue eyes, right here.
Right.
See.
You close this out. That's funny as hell.
oh man. Oh, did you say we can close you out?
No, you can close this out, bro.
Let's just close it out.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Ish, where you going, bro? Yeah, where you think you going?
Oh, man.
Going to two places.
God.
First, we're going to do 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10.
Oh, God.
10, verse 4, excuse me.
Oh, listen up, Bradge.
Now, GMS, we cool. I don't have no beef with y'all. Sakari, I got a real good question for you. Because, see, I know y'all going to drop the ball. Y'all going to drop the ball on me?
That's funny, bro.
Let me see if y'all going to drop the ball on me. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Don't grape drink out the stronghold?
Already, bro.
So when do these weapons, these spiritual weapons, when do they come into play? That's what I would like to ask GMS, Sakari, and the like. When do these weapons of war that are not carnal, but mighty, come into play? Because we alive right now.
Absolutely.
So at what point are these weapons going to start being used? Because they're more mightier than the carnal weapon. That includes nuclear weapons too. Because nuclear is still carnal. So that would make the weapons that he's talking about more powerful than nuclear weapons. They not carnal, they spiritual, meaning they work like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You know, Wi-Fi. They work like Wi-Fi.
Even more dangerous than Kim Jong.
Okay, let me rephrase this. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh. They work like Wi-Fi. They don't work like you don't see them work. So, say for instance, there's I'm gonna give you an example of how that can work. Say there's lights in the grocery store, and then I see a grape drink family walk by, and I strike the lights, and her womb go barren. Or one of the kids that's under the age of 4 develop Tay-Sachs disease. See, that's called a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Because if I kill my enemy, they're going to lock me up. So how do I get them off me? Well,
Spiritually.
The thieves in Revelation scriptures, they lied to you about Revelation 10:4. Remember when you driving in a semi, coming to America, you rolling with semi. So you drive in a semi, this is what they say, in the wave radio. That's a punk ass radio. That's not even ham radio yet, right? Ham radio. So a CB radio is weaker than the ham radio. But we know that if you on a CB on the highway, they say 10-4. They say, what's up, good buddy? Breaker 19. I got Chris over here. He sees the people 10-4. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare work like that CB without the cord. See? It worked like a CB with a gamma signal instead of a radio signal. Because they not carnal. Because he doesn't want us to go to jail for attacking our enemy. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9.
Just the closer, y'all.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews. El Ben Jeshurun, 2020, West Brown Deer Road.
Brown Deer, Wisconsin.
Say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. That was the home of Robert Zilber.
Already.
He's the guy who tore down Jeffrey Dahmer building because he didn't want none of his shit getting caught up.
Facts.
I will make them to come and to worship before thy feet and to know that I love thee. Right. So many sunstrikes, so many tearful nights, so many women that had to pay the cost, so many plane crash Daniels, so many babies that don't get to breathe. You know, sort of like how you do our kids carnally. We're going to do it back to you spiritually so hard that you're going to come to us and beg us to stop. And we're going to say, no, get to work.
Get to work, man. Get to work.
Ain't no negotiating with terrorists.
Get to war.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. We kill and pump terrorists around. There is no negotiation with terrorists.
Facts.
And the synagogue of Satan is the terrorists.
Already.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. Twan. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Raymond.
Yeah.
Pastor of Ephesians Missionary Baptist Church. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Daryl Hines, Bishop Burks, and Marlon Locke.
Ooh, the trifecta.
We don't associate with terrorists. Gilliam Smith.
Ooh, you went there.
Now go smoke your cigars, nigga. All praises to Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to all the Aqua and Akion out there. Keep pushing.
Yeah, hey, that was a shot at G.
Yeah.
Hey.